Hello and welcome to FinextraTV. I'm Liam Xavier and you join us at Money 2020 in Amsterdam. I'm currently joined by Neil Hopcroft of Form 3. Welcome, Neil.
Thanks very much.
So we're talking about financial services and what's driving that discussion at the moment. From your point of view, what are people talking to you about? What's the most interesting topic right now?
Yeah, in Europe at the moment, there's two big topics of conversation. One regulatory driven, which is the verification of payee, and the other more opening of access is non-bank access to Target 2 and EBA services. So that's Step 2, RT1 and TIPS.
And what are some of the biggest challenges and opportunities in that area at the moment?
Yeah, so there's a lot of precedent that's been set from the UK, so the confirmation of payee service over there is very similar to what verification of payee will be in SEPA world. And also non-bank access, so we've had that for a number of years in the UK as well, so allowing them to own and operate their own payments rather than be connected to other banks is also super interesting and will open up a lot of avenues for new business opportunities, new payment experiences, and essentially new aspects for consumers as well.
For anyone that perhaps doesn't know as much about that, what can you tell us about non-bank access, that area? Yeah,
so traditionally in SEPA world, you have to have a credit license, be a credit institution, to own and operate your own funds. So if anything outside of the world, if you're an EMI license holder or a PI license, you have to use a bank to operate your payments. So it's quite a marked change from what's been before. So I think it won't be something that's used by hundreds of PSPs, but there'll be a cohort of significant PSPs in each market that I think will really benefit from the change.
Well, that's fascinating. I think we don't hear a huge amount about that discussion, so it's nice to have that input from you. What do you think is in the future, I guess, for financial services in general?
My crystal ball.
Yeah.
So I do think this will make a big change, and I think it's not a replacement for what banks are doing. I think there's going to be a coexistence. So especially in the payment space, which is where we operate, and what we've from our learnings from the UK, I think you'll see some really interesting models. So whether that's the banks providing their liquidity and the non-banks or EMIs and PIs using that liquidity but pushing their payment messages directly to scheme, I think you'll see some new experiences, some new consumer propositions that will come to market, how that interacts with perhaps some open banking propositions as well. So I think, again, it's as wide as the community wants to adopt it and want to use it. So I think you're going to see some really innovative solutions come in. And again, the banks and fintechs working together in some instances, but also the fintechs gaining more control in others. So yeah, I think it's a super exciting time.
Perhaps just to put you on the spot a little bit there, you mentioned the banks and the fintechs. How would you say that relationship is evolving? Is it in a better place, I guess, than it used to be?
Yeah, I think it depends on the circumstance, and we support both of those models and also those coexistence of partnerships. So on the whole, I think it's in a really good place. Some of the events we've been to and the panels that I've been a part of and the industry is looking at. I think there's always going to be that frenemy relationship. The banks really support the models. They're opening up to different types of use cases and different types of product uses as well between payments, FX and rates. So yeah, I think it's always going to be a world that they want to play together in rather than compete too much.
I think that's a very positive place to finish there. Thanks for joining us. It's been fascinating speaking to you.
Thanks very much.